Good evening. Tuesday evening. Whew, tired. I've been running today. We had a doctor. I have to go see the, turn a little volume down there. We have to go see all these doctors since we're on Medicare so they can make those Mercedes payments. And there's really some good doctors out there who do some good, but you get on Medicare, that means you need a doctor. So I had to go to the foot doctor today, check for the old neuropathy, and just a routine check. And got that done today and run a couple errands and back. And Linda's been working out in the patio or in the storage utility room. She bought her little freezer. We got one of those French door refrigerators, got the freezer down the bottom, and it don't hold enough to do anything. Well, I got a new keyboard last week we were gone to Kentucky. I think this thing came in on the truck on Monday, and I got a chance to just kind of hooked it up, but we were going to Kentucky, Berea, Kentucky, the Church on the Rock, Barnabas Ministries International, that we're a part of, a fellowship, had their annual conference this past week, and so we attended that, and we left Wednesday to come home, and I thought I'd play a little for you. I am really out of practice, and I don't confess a lot of things. Somebody said if you want the devil to know your secrets, just blab them out, because he don't know your thoughts like God does. He doesn't know everything. But if we open our mouth, and I hate to mention the word arthritis, but at almost 75 years old, it's part of life. It's part of growing old. It's good old arthritis, and I have my share of it now. It's difficult to play the guitar, and I haven't played the piano much, but I upgraded my keyboard. I got the same kind of piano that I've had for years, a bunch of years, and I played it. I still have it over here. It's still a good piano. Excuse me, but they have made some updates. This piano has 4 different grand piano sounds. It's got got a, let me see what it's got here. Then it's got a live grand. You can hit that button right there. And I like the other grand. It has a ballad grand. I will not do many ballads. But this one right here, this 4th grand, is called a bright grand, and I think I'm liking this. What little I played it. But I think that's going to record real good. And of course, you got your electric pianos, which are great. Just a straight electric piano, like the old Rhodes. Old Rhodes piano, electric piano. And then they brought back the old DX7. And then there's an old Wurlitzer. I remember Oak Ridge Boys had a Wurlitzer electric piano. They didn't have pianos in tune on stages back 40 years ago when we were working dates with them, and about 40 years ago the Wurlitzer came out. And you can combine these things. You can mash like 2 together. let's see here, get back to a straight old. Let me play a little bit something here for you. 2, 3. Told you my fingers are stiff. Touch Me, a good old song. I've last few years of traveling, I have tracked the piano from the albums that or the songs that we record. Just want to make a partial track to play with and not carry a keyboard. It's Sunday morning services that started. They used to. A lot of them still start at 11 o'clock, but I say a lot of them. I guess it's about half and half that start at 10:30 or 11. And if you start at 11 o'clock and they got an hour service, it's hard to get a lot into an hour. It's really structured. A big majority of the churches start at 10:30, but even at 10:30, it's a lot to do if you preach, to share the word, and to play the instruments and sing and everything. And so I've just tracked the piano. But I'm thinking seriously of starting carrying my piano back on the road and playing more, and really trying to get my fingers and my hands back in shape, and just kind of do the piano and throw the guitar in. I've got a partial track. I think most of these tracks I've got done for guitar, and there's a piano already on this track, but I'll play where the piano's not playing because it kicks off with the piano. It's on there somewhere, I know. Mickey Gilley, country singer, passed away a couple days ago. And he was a cousin to Jerry Lee Lewis. And Jerry Lee and Jimmy Swaggart and Mickey Gilley. Jerry Lee Lewis, I said Jerry Lee, Mickey Gilley, and Jimmy Swaggart were all three cousins. They grew up together and played together. And I really wonder who taught who to play piano. If you hear them play, you hear a lot of the same licks and the same style and the same thing. I know Jerry Lee is the most radical of all of them, but if you hear one cousin, you've heard them all. But I think it's wonderful that Jerry Lee, he professed to getting saved a couple of years ago, and his wife put on Facebook that he was just glad to say that her husband Jerry Lee Lewis was a born-again Christian. That was great news to hear. And then, of course, Mickey Gilly, they said that he was saved not long ago. And Mickey Gilly, and then, of course, that's all three cousins that know the Lord. Well, it was neat to see Jerry Lee Lewis in the studio with Jimmy Swaggart the last couple of weeks. As soon as that album comes out, I want to download it or purchase it or something. And haven't played any this week. I didn't play any. We was in the conference, and we sang at the conferences there with BMI many times over the years. And this year we wasn't, which is okay, fine. We didn't need to, but we didn't play last weekend. I didn't play the week before that. I have played the least in the last 2 or 3 weeks than I have in a year. Play a couple for you. It's let's play this one right here. I just still like this old song. I hadn't played this in a long time. I come in here and pick a little bit, maybe before and get things set up, and then by the time I get through doing the program, my fingers are about limbered up to where I can play. Well, we did 2 dates in January. We did 2 in February. Did a couple dates in March. And then April, we did 1 service. And then May, coming up, the 22nd, I believe it is, Sunday after next, we'll be in Dallas, Georgia at Church of the Well at 5 p.m. on Sunday evening. 2 blocks up from Hardy Chevrolet. Church of the Well, 5 o'clock. So all you Georgia friends come out and see us to be with us. Then in June, we'll be with the Father's House Church. I know that's Father's Day. We've been there for years. In August, we'll be back with the folks down in LaGrange, Georgia. Not LaGrange, Columbus. LaGrange is going on the way to Columbus, at Columbus, Georgia. And then got things cooking, several things that are going to come together for probably July and August, September, October. That's our busiest times of the year, is September, October, and into November. And so we're not wanting to really go out there and heat up the asphalt and burn a lot of fuel, but we'll do a little bit, stay busy. Play my favorite old song to play. Threw this track together a couple years ago, about 3 years ago, I guess. Song rambled in my mind for months, and finally one night I went in the studio about maybe about 12 or 1 o'clock at night and turned a few things on, turned on a drum machine and got a little bit of a drum click and a little piano and this, and it's really relative today to what's going on. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. We don't know what's going to happen. Gasoline, everybody knows what it's doing. I put a post on Facebook today, and so many comments of around the country, the prices of fuel. We're probably going to experience, from the way it's going, the highest fuel prices that I've ever seen in my lifetime. It was $3.66 a gallon here in Center, Alabama. I believe it was yesterday or Sunday. Today it went up to $3.99.9. That's $4 a gallon. And it's over $4 for most places in the country and still climbing. So we don't know what's going to happen. The food supplies. I went to my regular doctor, 3-month routine visit yesterday. The doctor and I were talking about the prices of things. He told me, he said there was one of the largest poultry, chicken and turkey destructions, or however you call it, had to put down or kill so many, I guess because of the bird flu. That is like millions and millions of turkeys and chickens. So who knows what kind of shortage is going to be there. Things keep going up. And I tell you what, with this government that we got, so-called government, they're not really governing. It's tyranny is what I see it. I see we have tyrants running this country. And God only help us. And so we don't have a clue what tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next day is going to bring. But by all means, we know who holds tomorrow. I love to play this old song, and I'm going to leave you with this tonight. I know without a doubt who holds tomorrow. So trust him today and trust him tomorrow. And we'll see you about next week. And I might rehearse a little, see if I can get my fingers limbered up and get back to playing keyboard again. God bless you. See you soon.